All right, if you are out there in the interwebs watching the Day 3 matchup here on Track 3 of the Big O 2018, we'd like to welcome you to this game. Competing today in the red, Angel City Junior Derby, and in the white, the Rose City Rollers Rosebuds. Good afternoon, my name is Apple Bottoms Up.
And I am Puns and Roses.
All right, Puns and Roses, we worked together this weekend already, so I feel pretty confident that we can get this done. But the question is, after a full weekend of tournament gameplay, can these teams keep it together and get it done?
Well, that'll be an interesting question. Angel City ended up forfeiting a game last night due to injury issues. They just did not feel that they had enough healthy skaters to field a team, so...
That seems to be coming to pass in a couple of this tournament games.
Yeah, so they seem a little bit better off right now, but we'll see how that lasts. Hopefully they can make it through.
I'll run through Angel City's roster briefly. Number 1, Bad Little Jamma. Number 03, Dizzy Izzy. 18, Kaylor Swift. 1976, Harmony Grinder. 310, Desmanian Devil. 33, Pixie Kush. 4, Webster. 411, Missy Misfit. 4302, Cha-Cha Glide. 53, Violet Hellhound. 56, Maxi Mayhem. Number 80, Madeline Bootyfly. Number 915, Electric Shock. That is in the red, Angel City.
And in the white, Jammer Tyranny heading to the bench on a high block. And looks like Jammer, I believe that's Dizzy Izzy coming around on the first scoring pass. That is Dizzy Izzy.
Putting up a nice show for Angel City this afternoon. A nice start for them, getting the first 5 points on the board.
Dizzy Izzy coming around with some speed. Takes a big hit from Misdemeanor on the apex, but keeps those skates inbound, scores another 5.
Angel City doing a good job of holding back one of Rose's blockers, now releasing them to rejoin the pack as they ready for the return of the Rose Jammer from the penalty box. Multiplayer block being called on number 13, going to exit and allowing Angels 5 in the sky Jammer. That's number 3, Dizzy Izzy.
And Tierney gets to that first wall, hits the front of the pack, and is out on initial pass.
Dizzy Izzy looking to call it from the bottom of the outside line. We can go ahead and finish up real quick. Rose Rollers roster.
023 Sharpshooter, 13 Fulla Gora, 138 Demon Speed, 17 is Trickster, 2 Don't Mess With Me, 252 Pack Animal, 26 Mace of Spades, 29 The Rubinator, 31 Kid Vicious, 360 Big Bang Fury, 423 Spencer, 43 Madelweiss, 44 Tyranny, 50 Showtime, 8 is LCU Later, and 853 is Misdemeanor.
In the white, number 2, Don't Mess With Me, jamming against number 18 in the red. That's Kaylor Swift. And we have a star stash on the Rose side as number 2 trying to say, don't mess with me, I want to get out of this pack. But a penalty being issued to one of the Angel City blockers. Less to get through, but don't mess with me out the outside and successfully stashed and now redonning that Jammer helmet cover.
Four points there for number 80.
Madeline Bootyfly. That's a great name.
It really is.
And Bootyfly did fly right up the inside line to jump that apex for 4 points.
Don't Mess With Me still working the back of that pack on initial scoring pass. Oh, Bootyfly taking a big booty bounce off of one of the Rose blockers.
And stays in on that one, getting 1 point off of that booty bounce, and 3 points going to the Rosebuds in the white. That brings your score, 32 points Angel City, 3 points the Rosebuds. Again, determined by the fact that they had to forfeit, it looks like a pretty large roster. I've seen a couple games today with 8, 9 skaters. Of course, we don't want to risk that at this level of intense JRDA matchups. That's 0-0-1, Bad Little Jamma getting the lead.
And 138 Demon Speed moving outside, engaging that pack, trying to find any sort of hole out of the abyss of that blocking wall.
Well, Puns, do you know these young athletes? Are these in your city?
I do. I'm very familiar with the Rosebuds. I've called a number of their travel bouts, a number of their home bouts. Called some Rose Petals bouts as well. So I've seen a few of these skaters that have aged up from the Petals into the Buds.
So you go from a pedal to a bud? How's that happen? That's the sequencing of the progression of Rose City rollers.
Yeah, we Benjamin Button it there.
On the track now, 001 in the red, Bad Lil Jamma, and still fighting for some points with a star stashed in their hand. Out there is Rose's Jammer's got a really tough 3-wall ahead of him. 33 holding the top of that. That is on the red. That was Pixie Crush holding that 3-wall. I know it's always exciting for these skaters to participate in a tournament at this level. Nerves and fatigue and all the things that come along with skating at the highest competition. Anxiety, I mean, all the feelings come with playing this sport. And if you've never played roller derby, it is a lot to ask of these young adults to keep themselves contained at this level of excitement.
Yeah, but they do a great job. They're
better than most adults. That is your lead, Dizzy Izzy. And out of the pack, but took a tough fall, being chased down, but really it's just Angel's blocker went into the penalty box.
I'll see you later coming up all smiles, though.
Number 18 in the red, Kaylor Swift against 44 in the white, Tyranny. Ooh, a pivot line start. I like it.
It's crazy.
I know, unless you got a really speedy jammer, then it could be a lot of trouble. And I would say both those are speedy jammers.
Those are both very speedy jammers.
And Kaylor Swift almost through, but up in front. Tyranny has the most access to that lead, but we'll see. We never know till they call it, and it is Rosebuds.
And there we go. The crowd is cheering for Tyranny because that's America these days.
That's their first lead for a little bit, and they're excited. Tyranny gets through, has 2 to beat, takes down both Angel blockers, and one is going to get a direction and go to the penalty box. That's the pivot.
Meanwhile, Kaylor Swift trying to shake it off at the back of that pack. Not having much luck, though. The Rose defense really swarming her.
Kaylor on the inside has one more to beat, but at the top, Tyranny is out and will get that jammer point. That is a grand slam for Rose City Rosebuds. The Rosebuds, last line of defense, number 423, Spencer teaming up with 26 out there. Mace of Spades. Really making Kaylor have to work. That was a 14-point jam for the Rosebuds. 0 on Angel. That was just what the Rosebuds needs, 42 to 17.
Yeah, the Rosebuds really struggled there in those first few jams, so to be able to get that 14-point jam really helps them.
And Don't Mess With Me for the Rosebuds. Bad Little Jamma out there for Angel, and that is your lead, the Bad Little Jamma. Kaylor going up, number 2 on the Rosebuds. Don't Mess With Me. Still in the back of the pack as 5th point getting for the Jamma. Bad Little Jamma up the inside.
Wow, that was one heck of an apex jump. That was almost just
That was like the whole straightaway jump.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and a star stash, and the pivot is now holding the star designation. That's 17-17 on the white.
That is Trooper.
That's Trooper, but I did see their name crossed off of our roster, so I'm going to have to think Trooper's back on.
Yeah, I'm guessing Trooper's on. I haven't seen Sharpshooter yet, so I'm guessing that Sharpshooter may be the scratch.
Sharpshooter was going to be the alternate, so That is Trooper 1717 put in work. Back to the line, Dizzy Izzy, number 3, against Rose City Rosebuds, number 138. That's Demon Speed. Dizzy Izzy up the outside, dominating this lead status. Angel taking cue from the big Angel City roller derby.
Oh.
And will we get a back block? It looks like
that is a back block.
Back block issued for the jammer of Angel City. The Rosebuds taking this opportunity.
Misdemeanor, great work there just to clear out that Angel defense and get his jammer through. Demon Speed taking advantage of that.
You see their offense ticking down. They got a goat in the back. That's number 4302, wishing they were not in the back of the pack. Exiting the track. Not sure what's going on here, if they fielded an extra skater or if someone's hurt. 4302 heading off to the medic, and we are going to continue on here as number 3 out there, Dizzy Izzy, right on their skate wheels, the Rosebuds jammer.
Ooh, Dizzy Izzy, big hit into the back of that Rose wall.
Doesn't seem to phase him, though. Dizzy Izzy just pushing through. Really good form. Not spending too much time anywhere on any blocker. You see a lot of dynamic movement from Dizzy Izzy, and it's working, but a tough.
Oh, Showtime. Brutal
Tough
hit.
And Showtime not playing too much of the string back, wanting to more reset with their defensive wall. A smart move to contain Dizzy Izzy because Rosebud's jammer having a chance to get that jammer point. And we'll see if that happened. I don't know. That whistle started to blow, but yes, 2 points for the Rosebuds.
So that was a 16-7 jam. Rosebuds going +9 on that, leaving them at a score of 33 against Angel City's 62. So these teams are ranked. Angel City is number 3 in the JRDA female division, and the Rosebuds are, I believe, ranked number 18.
That's right, and I'm going to say...
number 10.
Oh, I was going to say,
Rose
I thought
City.
we were closer than that. So Madeline Bootyfly out there for Angel City, your lead jammer. LC later, looking to see you now.
Sorry, I saw another Portland in there. But yes, Rose is ranked number 10 against the number 3 Angel. Yeah, this is...
Well, definitely a rivalry between the adult leagues between Rose and Angel.
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah,
And I think a bit of a rivalry between the junior leagues as well.
yes. It just passes on with genetics. All right, we have our 2 jammers out on the track. It's number 44, Tyranny, up against number 001, Bad Little Jamma in the red. Tyranny has some purchase and is out. Your lead jammer, Tyranny, Rosebuds.
Tyranny hits the back of the pack, calls it off.
Oh.
Did she call it off in time?
I don't know. I think that there may be some points occurred, but a clockwise penalty direction of gameplay being called out on the pivot of Rosebuds.
That's Trooper again.
We have not had the... Yep, there it is.
Oh,
4
4
points for Angel to 2 points for Rosebuds. That was a big hop up the inside. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some discussion of that with their bench coach.
So next round, Dizzy Izzy up against Donut Mess With Me.
You know, I never want to talk about size in Junior Derby because, as we all know, it doesn't matter the size of the skater. It doesn't matter. It's the skates. You know, as a larger skater myself, taller, It would drive me nuts when I would have a really stealthy, shorter blocker be able to just literally drop below my knees. I couldn't even reach them in time. So as much as people and fans sometimes question, oh my gosh, these juniors, big difference in ages and sizes. At this level, the skates are truly the great equalizer. And we're seeing a lot of talent out there from all shapes and sizes on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Donut Mess With Me, she is giving up a lot in terms of size, but she skates hard every jam, and she's only going to get better. She recently aged up from the pedals, so she's got plenty of time to really improve her game, especially against top-level talent like Angel.
And to be honest, I don't know if all leagues are universal in their aging groups between whether they have 2 designations. It's probably just a matter of how big the population of skaters you have. I know we try to have different skill levels, and it's not necessarily relatable to age levels. So you see what I'm saying? You may have
that is
11 to
very true.
13-year-old that's going to completely blow your mind. Out here on the track right now, blowing my mind is number 80 in the red, Madeline Bootyfly, having a reset behind those Rosebuds blockers. Out there in the white is number 138 Demon Speed.
Wow. Bootyfly with just a lot of air.
And making very fast work of that track.
Wow,
and
again.
the apex. This is some very high-level athleticism showing up here with Madeline Bootyfly of the Angel City Derby.
She is deadly with just a centimeter space on that inside.
Yep. I know many leagues practice the drill where everybody throws their foot down on that apex and you have to come up and jump it, and it's so scary at first, but boy, when a jammer gets good at it, it's amazing to watch. And let's see if Bootyfly has an opportunity to jump this apex once again or not. Not right now. Heading to the outside, 1 to beat, and just nice footwork. Calls the jam. 4 points on the board for Angel City. What a beautiful jam that was for Bootyfly. 14 points to 0 for the Rosebuds.
And great work there by Mesa Spades. Took the star pass and sped up, was able to get to the back of the pack and force that call off. All right, I'll see you later. Facing off against Bad Little Jamma.
That's the first time I've seen LC later getting the jam status. Maybe we'll be seeing LC a little more.
Oh, you can count on that. I'll see you later is a phenomenal jammer and a great blocker and pivot as well. Very, very versatile skater.
Well, like all the juniors here, I'm enjoying my sequin purse that everybody has been buying over the weekend. The sequins flipping back and forth in color. So coming to a derby event near you, flip sequin purses, and me and every junior have them. On the track, who is our jammer in the red? That is Missy Misfit, tiptoeing up the inside line and has taken that star designation.
I'm going to admit that I did not have a sequin purse.
There's still time. 5 points on the board as Rose's jammer now standing in the penalty blocks. Ooh, a tough fall. Everybody taking a few minutes and I would have to say, revengeful hit there from that jammer.
That was
a legal hit.
Yes.
But yeah, with some frustration.
There was some aggression that was being taken out on that hit.
But the other thing is, if you open your chest up to your opponent, they are legally able to hit you there. So you do not open your chest up unless you're willing to take it. And right now, seeing as Angel's jammer is still at the back of the pack, the frustration has started to show. And now joining the defensive wall to stop number 8. Angel City's jammer in some trouble there.
Oh, I'll see you later. Back to the penalty box with a forearm call.
That's a good opportunity for number 411 on Angel, Missy Misfit, to kind of keep their calm and just stay out of the penalty box, starting this next jam in a power situation for Angel.
And the Rosebuds call a timeout.
I would say that's a great choice for their coach. They just need to kind of get everyone back together, kind of settle in, have a little discussion about what's going on out there, what's working, what's not. I know that Portland also has a very strong community between their adult and their junior derby. They've come down and done training with us. We've gone up and, I've done their jammer camp when I didn't even know what a jammer was. So Portland is kind of one of our, big sister cities. We look to them for a lot of guidance when it comes to, what should we be doing with our training? And, we thoroughly enjoy having some of the Rose Rollers adult team come down and do some trainings with us.
Well, we've enjoyed having some of your juniors come up and join our adult league. So
yeah, I know. Don't you think we didn't notice? But yes, I will say our big sisters do sometimes steal the talent. But as a skater, if you're going to move up in the rankings and this is going to be your career as a young adult into the adult league, you're going to go where the highest level derby is. And for us on the Pacific Northwest right now, that is Portland, that is Seattle. And we are so proud to host this tournament and be blessed with their presence. The Seattle Derby Brats played here this weekend as well as Portland's adults.
And the Derby Brats, they've got some phenomenal skaters as well.
Dizzy Izzy, your lead jammer for Angel City. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, Puns.
Oh, no, totally cool.
Oh, opening up the inside line, number 310 for Angel, putting that Desmanian Devil offense. Perfect timing to get Dizzy some inside line.
Oh, big hit by Kid Vicious.
It was like a ping pong.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by how well Dizzy is. He just took that hit, just shrugged it off, and just kept going.
I don't know if it's that sunshine down there in California, but they look really good. They're very tan.
Yeah.
They must be outdoor skating a lot.
I wouldn't blame them.
All right, getting some of that Eugene, Oregon rain out there this afternoon. These skaters from Portland, very familiar with that.
Yeah, well, we don't do outdoor skating because we rust.
Number 8 from the Rose City Rollers taking that helmet, but not in enough time to do anything with that. Always good to practice those successful star passes, though.
Never hurts.
Number 80 in the red, it is Madeline Booty Fly up against Tyranny. Love that name. Love both of them.
Yeah. I really do enjoy some of the names they come up with. There's some great ones.
Yes. Tyranny has gained that lead status. The first time for Rosebuds in quite a few jams, and very important for those Rosebuds to get some points up here and stop the momentum.
Big hit by Big Bang Fury.
Well, that kind of sounds like the name fits the bill there.
Okay, we have a diet pack. There are just 2 blockers out there.
Wow. Everybody's in the box. Those box referees putting work on those time stopwatches. And Tyranny on 44 on the white. Coming up the inside. 4 points to each jammer. Booty Fly and Tyranny going to play this jam till it's in at... Well, we do have a lead, so we'll see if they play it to the end.
Well, it looks like Tyranny wants to run this. My guess is...
Well, they have to rack some points here.
Yeah. Well, going long is not going to hurt you in this situation anyways, but getting back some of your blockers makes a big difference.
Yeah. And that's the thing I really admire about these skaters. I remember taking years to understand what the heck is happening on the track as a skater. It's like everything's happening at once. And just the level of composure and awareness. They look to their benches. Like we say, they have been trained. They have grown in this sport from children to adult. And they are just awesome.
They really are. And just sort of the advantages for these skaters coming out of the juniors programs, just seeing them play at these world-class levels in D1 Derby.
Well, and the other thing is what they bring to the league. It's not just the playing. We have amazing social mavens from our juniors, But on the track right now, that's Donut Mess With Me, number 2, trying up there to get out on that initial. But right now, it is Angel taking the lead.
Bad
for
little Jamma.
Yes. Donut stashing that helmet, trying to hold on to it. That's the risk. You take it off, you better keep it held tightly.
Yeah, I saw Jammer lose the star cover earlier today. Just get popped and had to go retrieve the star.
Yeah, and I've also seen where people don't always know what to do with it. You know, if it drops, I've seen pivots pick it up and get stuck with it in the box.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
5 in the sky for Angel City. Bad Jamma.
Yeah, Donut Mess With Me went to the box on a forearm, so Baloo Jamma having that power play.
And calling it to start a advantage for Angel City. At this point, I'm going to say 145 to 69. They've definitely taken a stronghold in this first period with 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Well, a good time for a timeout. Boy, the excitement has been so much, we haven't really even talked about anything. But don't forget, if you want to enjoy more WFTDA championship play, the Continental Cup is coming, and they will produce the best in region through a competitive bracket. The first year, the Continental Cup Series will be hosted in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Omaha, Nebraska, and Birmingham, the UK. Find out more about locations and dates at the WFTDA.com. The Continental Cups. That's exciting.
That is very exciting.
Yeah. I mean, and one of the reasons the Big O is so successful is to rank at this level of international derby. You know, if you can come to one location and play 3 teams from around the country and the world, it's a lot easier for your team than, say, traveling and flying the team out to all these different places. Easier only if you can perform well over the weekend, or it can be a devastating weekend as far as bracketing.
Yeah. Well, you get teams like Victorian this year, actually for the past few years, come in, play all of their
get it
necessary
all done.
games. Bear came in, doing a similar thing last year. Dos por Cuatro out of Buenos Aires came in, played all 4 of their regulation bouts.
Helsinki,
yeah.
So it's always exciting at the Big O. And right now, these 2 teams, somewhat of a, I would say, Pacific Northwest rivalry. They're on the same ocean.
Yes.
Number 2 back out of the box in the action at the back of the pack. Donut trying to get past a 3-wall stringing back, and now removing that jammer cover, deciding I might as well stash it.
Maxi Mayhem Webster just doing a great job on Donut Mess With Me.
Donut having an opportunity to get through, but passed it to the pivot, and the pivot got recycled back there. Finally, well,
Trooper pushing hard against the front of that pack. Big Bang Fury on the long recycle.
Every time I want to say they're out of the pack, there's some waterfall action that keeps happening. They are finally out of the pack with a successful star pass to the pivot of Rose. That is number 17, Trooper.
And Angel running this, figuring, well, we got the pivot with the star, let's run the pivot. Which is not necessarily a bad strategy, although sometimes that can really burn you if you got a pivot who can really jam.
And it can burn you if you have a pivot who's penalty heavy.
Yeah.
Having him hang out in the box the whole time. Right now, that's not the case for Rose, and Trooper is being just that, getting their team through, getting some points. And Angel looking, I wouldn't say fatigued, but maybe a little bit of energy conservation going on.
Well, this has not been quite the bloodbath that the Angel Seattle bout was yesterday. Angel had quite a few injuries in that bout. This has been a much cleaner, much more safe bout than...
I was going to say, I didn't see hardly any juniors in the tournament hanging out watching all day. It was like they disappeared, probably back to rest in their respective hotels, resting up for this final leg of the journey here.
Yeah, they needed the rest, I think.
That's Kaylor Swift in the red up against Demon Speed in the white, being at the top of a 3-wall and no movement, a multiplayer block being issued to the pivot of Angel City. That's just 2 more to beat for Rosebuds. Jammer, the lead, and the crowd starting to liven up as they recognize that Rosebud Demon Speed. A cut track opportunity for a Power Jam Rosebuds.
And the Rosebuds definitely need this. I think at this point we can safely say that the game is probably going to be out of reach, but
points, point differentials can determine a lot. We had our Emerald City adults lose by 1 point, but based on where both teams ranked, that was a big win for us.
Yeah.
It was not a big win for the other team, but it was a fantastic game.
Oh, that
was one of the best games.
The sick about that was amazing.
One of the best games of the day. I had the pleasure to announce it. I hope you enjoyed that out there. And if you haven't, it's on the archives. Watch the Emerald City All-Stars against the Sitka Derby. Number 8 in the white for Rose. That's going to be I'll See You Later in a power start. With a little offense given and some bridging going on out there. The pivot trying to help Elsie out. Elsie's got 1 to go and is now your lead. And it looks like sprung from the box, number 18 for Angel City, not the lead. Kaylor Swift looking to pass that star. And Rosebuds Jammer back in, a split pack happening, and we'll see if there's any failure to reform. I mean, they did a good job of jumping back together.
All right, long drawback, and we have a star pass. That's number 80, Madeline Bootyfly.
I'll see you later for Rose out there, still doing work. Trying to get through. We'll see if any awareness says to call it. And yes, looks right to the bench coach. Number 8 calling that jam. A nice point spread for I'll See You Later. 10 points on the board. That brings your score 161 to 88.
And we have just under 2 minutes left in this half.
Don't forget to share your experience at the Big O at home. Send me your pictures of you watching at home. Hashtag Big O 2018. Right now we have number 44 Tyranny going up against number 001 Bad Little Gemma.
Both of these jammers have had a lot of success getting lead jams, so it'll be interesting to see which one is actually able to get out. And looks like, Tyranny with the iron fist.
The iron fist of Rosebuds. Oh, those are some nice iron wheels out there, too, for 5 points, getting that tasty jammer point. I think that is a wonderful end to this second period. We have 1 minute to go here. 1 minute, 19 seconds on the jam clock.
Tyranny picks up 9 points, calls this jam.
And 52 seconds remain in the period clock. That's probably going to be enough time for one more jam, Puns and Roses. And we are enjoying this final matchup between the Angel City Junior Derby in the red and the white Rose City Rollers. With one more jam in the period. That's Donut as number 2 up against number 3, Dizzy Izzy. Izzy is out.
411 with a big hit on Donut Mess With Me. Donut Mess With Me back on the track very quickly, though, looking for a hole in that defense.
Some pretty amazing blockers there to go contend with for Dizzy Izzy. And a huge hit, going to be recycling Donut back, and that was
Kaylor Swift.
Yeah. Donut holding a little hand over the face, but wearing one of those awesome visor helmets.
I like seeing the visor helmets, especially, on anybody. Just protect your eyes, protect your face.
That's right. Little Velcro to the eyelid never feels good. Taking the star and donning it is number 26, Mace of Spades for the Rose. Let's see if Angel notices that in time.
Angel doesn't have the opportunity to notice that. Dizzy Izzy is in the penalty box, so this is a power jam for Mace of Spades.
Ace of Spades really doing a great job putting some speed. Let's see if their control. Oh, nice.
Ace of Spades actually has been a jammer for a number of years for the junior home teams.
I can see the body stature of a jammer for sure.
Just in the past year, Mace of Spades has switched more to a pivot role, but Mace has always been an excellent jammer. So this is working, I think, in Rose's favor at the moment.
This may be a strategy moving forward if the scoreboard continues. Oh, and a tough hit. It looks like Donut got taken down, holding their back. An incidental hit, and everyone's staying in, but it looks like 26 being recycled behind the pack. Angel kind of finally getting a hold of that jammer.
I think Big Bang Fury noticed that Donut was holding her back, tried to sort of move her away from the most likely contact point at the apex. So that was great awareness on the part of Big Bang Fury.
All right, folks, with that final whistle is our first period. Our unofficial score right now showing Angel City at 177, Rosebuds 116. We have about a 9-minute break until we come back. I am Apple Bottoms Up. We hope you are enjoying your day 3 of the Big O 2018.
Thank you very much. I'm Puns and Roses. Talk to you soon.
And have totally been enjoying my experience over here with Puns and Roses. We've been announcing a bunch this weekend.
It's been a lot of fun.
That's right. I have some interesting tidbits, too. You know, I knew a lot about our own local roller derby league because, of course, I've been a part of it for a long time. But I didn't know a lot about everybody else's junior league, and I kind of felt like I was highlighting a lot of things over the weekend that I knew, but I knew there was a lot out there. So some tidbits is that right now on the Rose City Rollers, we know it's a community sport. So just for some information, number 1717 Trooper, who is playing today, is being coached by their mother. On the high rollers are from Rose City as well. And number 2 on Portland, Donut Mess With Me, is Blitz's daughter, which is their coach today. Another fun fact is that number 50 Showtime, at the age of 18, is skating both with the JRDA and on Bridgetown as an adult. So exciting facts of the roller derby community regarding Rosebuds.
Yeah, I'm really impressed that Showtime has decided to skip out on the Rose City home teams and go to Bridgetown. That's an interesting choice, and I totally respect her for doing that.
Yeah, and that could just be a knowing somebody on the team. You know, it could be I've got a car ride to practice on Tuesdays, but not Wednesdays. So sometimes in a city like Portland, when you have so many skating opportunities, it just really gets to go with what fits with your life. And I know Portland is so incredibly competitive. Could just be a matter of life versus derby, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like either Bridgetown or Waj is in a bad place ranking-wise. You're going to get a lot of experience and a lot of different skills from a lot of experienced skaters, no matter which way you go. So
exactly. On the track in the white for Portland right now is number 8, I'll See You Later, and number 80, Madeline for Angel. Madeline Bootyfly, both fighting to see who's going to be our lead.
Bootyfly getting a long draw back from Raven Spencer.
I'll See You Later lead for Rose, which is just what they want, as about 60 some odd points separate these teams.
Rose a little bit light in the blocking pack. Only 2 blockers out on the pack.
And lovely flyby, Bootyfly out there. Really just swept right through. We'll see if I'll See You Later is paying attention to Bootyfly's position, and yes.
I think Rose was willing to run that jam a little bit long, sacrifice those points to get a blocker out of the box. Big Bang Fury is standing, so they should be back to 4 blockers in their pack soon.
Well, we have a lot of people in the house right now for Sunday night. I see tracks filling up everywhere. There's still so much derby action going on day 3 of the Big O. We're going to have some of these skaters participating in the junior MVP bouts here at 8 o'clock tonight. On the track right now, number 001, your lead jammer, Bad Little Jamma. And number 2, Donut, trying to get out. Donut, mess with me. Donut with another hit, and glad to have that visor on.
Long drawback. Bad Little Jam is showing some phenomenal agility. Oh, wow.
Let's see if they made that jump. I want to say yes. And the Jam ref is going to let us know. That is...
Looks like an illegal contact penalty, sending Big Bang Fury back to the box. Showtime as well. Rose down to 2 blockers once more in the box, and Bad Little Jamma making them pay for that. She's already a deadly skater as it is, and giving her a light pack like that does not help.
Yeah, you cannot leave that inside line open if you have got the Bad Little Jamma coming up it. That is like giving them an entire lane of freeway. That's one of the things I always appreciated about jammers' ability to take to the sky. And it's not like they're jumping in a straight line. It's like they're somehow jumping and curving themselves right back in. Dizzy Izzy at the line in the red, and away at the back, number 1384 Portland.
Demon speed.
Thank you. Having a moment there. And Izzy being taken out for penalty. It looks like a 30-second sit for Angel and an opportunity for a power jam. Looks like some offense coming up from number 362.
Oh, direction of play penalty on Demon Speed. Both jammers headed to the, well, one jammer in the box, now coming out of the box. Demon Speed will be spending a short visit in there. And this will be a 2-minute jam.
Oh, beautiful.
Amazing hit by Big Bang Fury, but even more amazing was just how Dizzy Izzy shook that off, spun in the air, came down on her skates, and just kept going at speed.
It's kind of that football spin where you use the momentum of the hit to spin off their hip. I mean, it's just beautiful when it happens.
Yeah.
Derby's such a lovely game of physics and momentum.
And I mean, all of these skaters are just so amazing. And
right now, Donut having a hard time getting out of the back of the pack. Has that in their hand, drops it. Gonna retrieve that. Actually, not Donut. That's Demon Speed.
Yeah, wants to get that to Showtime. Does get that to Showtime.
Showtime, who we were just talking about, also participating as an 18-year-old in junior and adult derby for Bridgetown Menace practices. Kind of showing up, getting a little feel for that. And Showtime now having a successful star pass. And Angel City's bench coach with a caca, letting their team know there is a new jammer in the track. Every bench coach has their either signal, scream, but I'm hearing a specific call from the bench coach.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and Showtime falling into the legs of an Angel City blocker, having a hard time recovering, but still standing up. What an amazing show by Showtime.
I'm glad that she was able to get up from that hit from Tasmanian Devil.
And a hug. That's what I like to see out there, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen a lot of frustration out here in tournament gameplay, but what makes everyone feel better is when you see those two teams recognize how tough it was, shake it off, high five, a hug, a slap. That's what we want to see out there. Good sports personship.
And that's especially important in the junior leagues just because, you know, as teenagers, they don't really think about a lot of the things that the adults do in terms of injuries and long-term effects. They tend to play a little bit faster, a little bit less disciplined, a little bit more wild.
Yeah.
And so you can sometimes see these really devastating hits. And, you know, that takes a physical toll. It takes a mental toll, too. And sometimes, you know, they can be a little bit more quick to anger. And, you know, to be able to have that, where they're, you know, they can take a hit and then, you know, high five the person. Yeah, that makes a difference.
Oh my gosh, Derby brought so much emotion to me as an adult. I was not a participant in a lot of athletics as a young teenager, and started Derby later in my life. And the amount of emotion, I mean, crying over rosters and just, I ran the gamut as an adult and really realized that sports forces that to be learned, and it's very important to learn that.
It is. It
no
really
job will put you through this level of angst, and we all do it for free, and these juniors have grown with it. So right now we have an official a timeout from the Rosebuds, some discussion out there with the referees, with the Rosebuds bench coach, but it does look like an official timeout right now. And I do see Landon Flatt coming over here talking with Angel City's bench coach. It could be just a discussion about safety, like we were talking about. Things are getting a little wild. I did see the referees issue some warnings in the junior games over the weekend when things were getting out of control. We had a record number of emergency medical staffing incidents on juniors this year, only because, well, I don't really know why, but we are happy to say we had such well-covered medical care. We've gone off without a hitch, even though we've had a lot of attendance.
Yeah, we've had great EMTs, but yeah, some of these bouts, especially some of the junior bouts, have really been rough and tumble. So seeing a bout like this that is very contained and not a whole lot of people like flat on their back, it's been a nice bout to watch and a nice bout to call for.
The white jammer 138 self-reported during a call or after a call to white 13 when they sat in the penalty box. They released the red jammer 03, and so in getting that sorted out, red 03 has to serve the remaining time on their penalty.
A lovely description of the events occurring. Looks like we're going to start with Angel City in the box, and number 8 on the track for Rose City is I'll see you later.
Now that was an interesting thing where...
And I see Elsie has visited my friend Blue out there at the cup table. I see the lovely big O massage cupping bruises across Elsie's back, but
Elsie's
I've been
not
cupped
the only
before.
One. Misdemeanor also
Yeah.
is sporting those
I
cup
hit up
bruises.
the massage table earlier today. All right, I'll see you later. Bruised but not battered, looking for some lead jammer status and some passive offense as the blocking team of Rose hangs back, allowing Elsie to push, hopefully pushing all the way, but not before Angel City's jammer right back out of the box.
Well, Elsie did get lead jam. Elsie's a very strong, fast jammer, so working that passive offense can work, especially with a jammer like Elsie later.
Elsie up the inside looks to the bench coach and decides, well, you're not telling me what to do, I'm going to call it. But on that one, 3 points to Rosebuds, 0 points Angel City. The score now 214 to 128. 23 minutes in this second period of gameplay. We love to see our furry friends. As a matter of fact, some of my former Emerald City players now up in Rat City were taking pictures watching the stream and sent me a photo with their dog. Shout out to Gemini up there for Rat City and Stranger. If you'd like to send us a photo of your furry friend, hashtag Big O Dogs, hashtag Big O Cats. We still got plenty of games today. Cut track being called to Angel City's Booty Fly. Gonna have that booty seat in the penalty box.
Great work by Big Bang Fury to draw that track cut. And we have Trooper for Rose City for the first time with the Jammer Star, starting as the Jammer. Not the first time that she's had the Jammer Star. She's taken it on a star pass, but this is her first time actually starting with the star.
And nice work of Rosebuds grabbing or trying to grab a blocker at the back, but realizing, oh, our other blocker's at the front. This doesn't work. So, those strategies only work if everybody's on the same page. And that gives Booty Fly the opportunity to get out of the box. But, boy, having a hard time getting past 360. Big Bang Fury.
And
looking to draw the cut and gets it.
Big Bang Fury twice in a row now with great draws in those track cuts.
Oh, man, that was my favorite thing as a blocker, drawing that jammer back. You wouldn't be so proud as a moment in your life. And especially if you drew a penalty. Oh, It's like music to a blocker's ears.
Big Bang Fury is not only big and furious, but also a very smart blocker.
Yeah. I will say the Rosebuds bench has a lot of very hard-hitting blockers out there. The trouble is they have to work together to decide strategy because we have a couple going off doing one thing and a couple doing something else. And so, right now that's starting to take a toll on the Rosebuds as the Angel City having quite a strong number of jams getting lead. Looks like we had a timeout being called by the Rosebuds. This is going to be a power start for Portland with Tyranny joining their blockers for a little pre-game, pep talk, discussion. The thing about Derby is you can always have a plan, and then the other team has a plan, and then you both try your plans. And then you get off the track, you're like, what happened to our plan? It totally fell apart.
Well, going back to your commentary on the Rosebuds defense, I think we also really need to credit the Angel City offense.
Yeah, for splitting them.
The Rosebuds in their earlier bout today, which I was also on the call for, were able to really work their defense very cohesively and sort of control the pace a lot better than this game. And I think a lot of that is due to just how the A-listers are coming in, disrupting, and also just the speed and agility of the A-listers jammers. There have been a number of times where they've come around on a corner and were really able to just catch Rose's defense out of place because I don't think they were just ready for the speed.
Well, and just to counter my comment, Rosebud's doing a good job with staying together with that passive offense, pushing the string, and getting the out of play, allowing that lead jam status and the 5 points for number 44. That's Tyranny out there looking for some more points as Madeline Booty coming out of that penalty box. Booty flying up the inside on that initial pass.
It's just plowing over Madelweiss. And I think Bootyfly's been caught out a couple of times on those outside edge track cuts. Decided I'm just going to stay on the inside and work that.
Well, that was a great opportunity, and the Rosebuds took it. It looks like 10 points now showing on the scoreboard in that last jam. 143 Rosebuds, 214 Angel City. Rosebuds only one timeout remaining. Angel City still has 2 timeouts for the second period. And your lead, Angel City, Bad Lil Jamma.
Bad Lil Jamma has been just putting on a jamming clinic today. Oh, wow.
Putting on an apex jumping clinic.
Oh.
Just so beautiful when you see it.
Yeah, she really is truly an amazing jammer. Just her skill set in terms of the speed, the agility, she's really impressive.
Ran right into number 360, which we know probably didn't feel very good.
No, I'm going to say that did not feel good at all. Donut Mess With Me coming up, has the Jammer Star in her hand.
And looks like everybody's going to play the recycle game. Maybe we'll have a little backward skate session out here on the track. Haven't seen that too much this weekend. I did see some successful jammer returning in and being hit out by the other jammer from the adult leagues today. Haven't seen that too much with the juniors. Recycling the jammer all the way back into the pack,
Yeah, there have been a couple of really good baby eating sessions in the adult leagues today.
I don't know if these young adults do that or not. There's got to be some politically correct thing we say. I can't seem to come to my mind right now. So hashtag, what else do you call it? Not eating the baby. I don't know. Right now, Angel City out there making their parents proud.
And we have a star pass to El See You Later.
Oh,
Oh,
and
Showtime shut the door on that.
Almost like they were waiting for it. Just like, I'm going to set up
Yeah.
here as if I don't know that you're coming, but I do know that you're coming.
Yeah. Seen that movie once too often. Let's just put an end to that. And
And
LC later picking up some points.
happy to be out of that pack, as I like Angel City's quick to switch back to the offense to get their jammer through. You know, they almost like immediately go back together. I know that's something that our league has worked on, I mean, countless years. The switch, go from the offense back to the defense. Don't forget about getting your jammer through. All right, the crowd getting a little riled up today. We got lots of fans for the Portland Rosebuds out there. Of course, it's a little easier for them to come on down the 2-hour drive versus Angel City. I think that's like an 11 to 17-hour drive, something like that.
It's not a short drive, that's for sure.
So happy everybody's made it out and that you are at home enjoying this game with us through the live stream. We appreciate your purchase of this 2018 tournament series. We hope you enjoy these archives here as well, as you can watch over and over Madeline Bootyfly for Angel City get lead jammer, and now a star back on the helmet of Portland's number 26.
Mesa Spades.
That's right.
Now,
Beautiful.
This is another long-time pivot, first time with the jammer star intentionally. And Madeline Bootyfly with yet another apex jump. That really is sort of her go-to. I mean, she's got that down pat. Oh, wow.
Nice
Trooper
hit
with a nice
from
hit.
the returning skater, 1717. That is on Portland. Trooper.
Webster looking for some sort of penalty. The ref's just not giving that.
Well, I mean, as long as you're within the engagement zone, I mean, it was a beautiful move. We often see that outside the engagement zone, sending the blocker right back, frustrating to the box they came from. There's nothing worse than coming right off and going right back.
That really is sort of devastating emotionally.
And not devastated out there is Tyranny, really making a name for themselves as the jammer for the Rosebuds today. And out there in the red, taking 0-3, Dizzy Izzy.
And Dizzy Izzy is through.
She kind of reminds me of like Satan Little Helper. I don't know if they're related or not.
I don't know, but
Probably grew up watching them.
that is very possible. I mean, quite possibly she's been trained personally
Yes.
by Satan's Little Helper, which, you know, if you're going to get trained by someone, that's kind of a good person to
Yeah,
get some
that's
personal
right.
training from.
Well, I'm sure some of these skaters at one point may have had training from Scald Eagle, although now skating for Denver and not on Rose's roster. I don't know how much time those Rose rollers have to dedicate to their juniors, but
Well,
when they're
you
at
know,
that
we do have
championship
a few
level,
other good skaters,
Oh,
good
yeah.
jammers. I mean,
we have so many on Portland right now as
I mean,
well.
you know,
Right now,
it's not like Bonnie Thunders is
yeah.
anything to sneeze at. I mean,
And OMG, WTF stepping in there
Yeah,
with Thunders
Lauren
as
Much.
the
I mean,
training crew.
yeah, there's a lot of very experienced, high-quality skaters to learn from.
What I mean is, do they have the time in their busy skate lives to commit to these young adults is really the name.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah. It brings so much joy to these young athletes. I've been watching them get their signatures all weekend, signing shirts.
After the
taking
Denver bout
selfies.
earlier, there was a whole gaggle,
Pandemonium.
flock. I'm not sure, but the number of young skaters just crowding around Scald Eagle and Bron Swanson, for that matter, to get those
yeah.
autographs.
Yep.
Bron Swanson, another phenomenal skater, not really known as a jammer, but a just stunning blocker.
Oh, number 001 trying and
Oh,
smart.
misdemeanor with the drawback.
Very smart move, though, by Bad Lil Jama to not get that cut. And that was an opportunity for Angels blockers to draw back Portland. The Rosebuds jammer recycling all the way back to the jam line. Number 13, Kilagora.
Misdemeanor also.
Fulagora, excuse me.
Fulagora, yeah. Misdemeanor heading off on some sort of penalty as well, leaving Rosebuds a little bit thin in the pack there. Fulagora, another long-time pivot, first-time jammer.
I love seeing all the different body types showing up in the jamming rotations. You know, it used to be really, if you're really fast and skinny, you will be the jammer. And if you are a bigger skater, you will be the blocker. And just seeing those amazing blocking jammers plow through on the adult league, I think we're going to have a lot more of that on the juniors as well.
Well, I really think with how Derby is today, you really need sort of a variety.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you look at various leagues, and they really do sort of almost specialize against certain types of jammers. Certainly watching Victorian play this weekend and just in past years, those very quick, very agile jammers just get swallowed up so easily in those Victorian walls, whereas the bigger, more powerful jammers are sometimes more able to overpower those the Australian walls. You know, it's having the ability to have different jammers with different skill sets, different styles. It adds a lot to your team, and you know, you can really,
absolutely.
If you can scout your opponent, you can maybe try to identify weaknesses and bring the jammers who are going to exploit those weaknesses to the forefront.
But that also depends not only on your bench coach, because they're choosing who is going out, but that's just a fundamental decision making whether you want to pay attention to who the other team is putting out and whether you have the time, the fortitude, the numbers to even think that far into it, or if you just have to send out who you got.
Yeah. Well,
but when penalties become an issue for jammers, it's important to have that rotation. And right now we're coming off of a timeout. We're going to get back to the action at hand. 12 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Angel City calling that timeout is now come to an end. And Angel City, power start. Madeline Bootyfly. Oh, lovely.
Great hits there by LCU Later and Trooper, but just not enough to slow down Madeline Bootyfly. Just shrugs them off and just keeps going.
And all their blockers at the back of the pack. An offensive sweep up the inside opens that lane, and Bootyfly gets through for 5. It looks like that was a short jam. We don't even have the Rosebuds jammer standing yet. So that was less than a 30-second jam there. Hit it, quit it, and Rosebuds starting with a jammer in the box again.
Well, Fulagora did pick up a second penalty.
Oh, excuse me.
There was
Sunday,
an in-sub on there.
The passage of time is now weird.
But yes, that was a very, very fast jam. And Madeline Bootyfly will be out there to do it yet again.
Well, we've seen a lot of short rotations at the final day of championship gameplay, and it seems like these athletes they're so able to step up to this jamming over and over and over again. I'm really impressed.
Well, I don't think there's possibly a shorter jammer rotation than Sitka's, but
well, actually, the Wheels of Mayhem from Mexico ended their game with 4 skaters, and the referees checked in, made sure that everyone felt safe, but when they lost that one more skater, it was over. So they had about 3 minutes ago, had to forfeit at the end of the game.
Oh,
that's rough. It was a fantastic end. Right now, Madeline Bootyfly for 5 fly points on for Angel City. Don't forget the Big O has been brought to you in part by the acclaimed Rydell Solaris. Solaris, the performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing. I've been watching a lot of skaters over there buying their dream skates this weekend in Vendor Village, getting them heat molded even.
Well, that's really awesome.
I know. That's the best you can ask for. A tough knock to the face is going to recycle number 001 on Angel. Bad little jamma back behind. Number 43 and 252 for Portland, Pack Animal.
Mädelweiss there had a nice force out and recycle.
Pack Animal really keeping tight hips with their fellow blocker.
Yeah, Tyranny, she cut the track, and yeah, she knows it.
Angel City very proud with this score right now. I can see the smiles on the bench coach just saying, 9 minutes ago. Stay calm, skate clean.
And once again, that apex wide open there.
Oh, going down, trying to get through between those two Rose City blockers. Angel's jammer has to reset. Been jamming all day, that bad little jammer.
Misdemeanor, nice quick drawback. Misdemeanor, another fun defender to watch. Great track awareness.
A beautiful sweep up that line. Number 44 getting 4 points on that one. And Tierney looking for some more.
Missy Misfit calling her defense together. Angel walling up. Tierney able to push through that. Oh, but the nice recycle there by Cha-Cha Glide. Great force out and pull back.
Another very enjoyable thing to do when you're a blocker.
Yeah, especially on that outside edge where you can just draw someone back and back and back. Yeah.
Yes, I remember when our first junior matriculated up and in the scrimmage with their mother watching, I landed just that perfect hit of timing. She went straight up in the air and all the way down, and I immediately looked at her mom and said, "I'm so sorry." And then she posted me, "Thanks, Apple, for giving me my first big hit." It is like, aw. But at the moment, I felt terrible, but, you know, that's what they're there for. But she was proud that she took her first fly through the air hit, you know. All right, with hands up, shaking to that offense, saying, "Give me some help. We got to hit it and quit it." Angel City does just that before the Rosebuds jammer has a chance to re-enter, putting 4 points up on behalf of the Angel City All-Stars.
Great work there by the A-listers to just open a hole and just give their jammer that space that she needed.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing a lot of bad things out there to talk about. I mean,
no, I mean there
really
really is not
nothing.
anything bad to talk about. I mean, both these teams are excellent teams, lots of excellent skaters, and they just know what they're doing.
Yeah, and even with the quite point spread at this point, we aren't seeing the attitudes change. They're still having a good time. I still see a lot of smiles. Now we're getting a little bit more deep in the rotation. Number 915, Electra Shock, taking the star for Angel, but now passing it off to their pivot, number 3, Dizzy Izzy, who's not a stranger to the star.
No, definitely not a stranger to the star. I'll see you later, coming around, calls it off.
That might have been Angel's strategy from the get-go, kind of let's practice the immediate star pass. We've got enough points. Maybe we should just practice some of the things we want to work on.
Yeah. Or just practice,
getting points.
Practice giving your pivots the star. Just give them some more experience jamming. Because, I mean,
That's
if
right.
they get the star, they should know how to use it.
Trooper has a little fan section out there, and so does the bad little jamma.
Bad little jamma engaging quickly at the back of the pack. Oh, wow. Big sweep there.
That was 302 from the Angel City.
Cha-Cha Glide. Great work to recycle there. Just some more big hits. Pixie Crush laying on a nice shot. Great one-on-one defense from Desmanian Devil.
It does look like Cha-Cha Glide going off to the penalty box on that one.
Actually, that was Desmanian Devil. Took that defense just about 2 feet too far.
Well, Cha-Cha Glide also in the penalty box, so we have both the pivot and another blocker out there. That is an advantage here for Rose.
And multiplayer block. That's going to send Madeline Bootyfly to the box.
Oh, but it looks like the helmet cover for Rose kind of far back. Rose has to kind of reset themselves behind the blocker for Angel City that is going to try to guard that helmet cover. You can't totally step on it with your skates.
Yeah.
But you can jockey around it and make it a little harder.
Does need to get that star back on the helmet.
And a penalty being called, a cut track for the re-entering Angel City blocker, Number 310.
Tasmanian Devil. It's a rare mental error for Tasmanian Devil. Now we get some jammer on jammer action. Nice work there by Bad Little Jammer to slow down Trooper to the point where her defense can then engage, sort of like almost like the reverse end route, eating the baby.
Oh, number 80 taking down Rose City's jammer to the inside. Booty Fly putting a little hurt on as a blocker out there.
Oh,
and
no.
Again with Booty Fly. Oh, that was a tough hit and some frustration to get out of that as the jam comes to its end. 1 point for Angel, but a very tough point to be had, and 1 for Rose.
Trooper, I think, really wanted to get that star away, but perhaps should have put that back on. Cost Rose a couple of points, which in the grand scheme of things, not a big deal at this point, but...
And Angel City definitely making a fantastic show of gameplay this weekend. They did have some injuries, so I know this is a really positive way for them to end the Big O. They may not have met all their goals of playing every game this weekend, but you have to be safe. The teams that chose to play short will probably be feeling that physically on their benches for weeks to come. And there does come a point when our referee crew has to take what's in the best interest of the individual skater over the desire of a team to play. And we saw that today as we had to call a game short due to injury and ejections. But we're really happy. Everybody's had a great time here at the Big O 2018. We hope you have enjoyed yourselves as well. Make sure that you pencil in some time to watch these juniors return to the track as they have been voted MVPs. They're going to play against Team USA West for the juniors, who have come together to put on a 30-minute exhibition bout starting at 8 p.m. tonight on track 1. I'll be on the mic, but I think it's going to be like every announcer that's left who still has a voice will be throwing down on that game.
That should be fun.
So it's going to be like a hot mess. We're going to have to steal the mic back from Murray Grande and make him go on the stream and see if that car nap I took earlier is going to allow me to get to the after party tonight and enjoy some of our lovely archive footage here. Give us a couple weeks, maybe a week and a half before we have all the video footage available for your peruseling.
Peruseling?
You have to perusal the video.
Okay.
Oodling, I'm not sure. Hopefully you're not playing everything in ultra slow motion. Looks like we're going to finish up these 3 minute 39 seconds with a power start. Or excuse me, both jammers out there. Let's see. 3-on-3 start. Number 44 is at the top. Has to get past 1, and your Rosebud lead jammer out there, Tyranny.
Wow, the Dizzy Izzy just has amazing footwork. I've been impressed all game, and I'm still impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, Dizzy Izzy just plows through one of her own
Footwork,
blockers.
but falls into the back and has, some grueling looks from that skater. Bench coach running out to make sure they're okay.
I mean, you never want to see any skater go down that
No,
hard.
and Dizzy Izzy knew it and
it's
just
tough
stopped
when
immediately.
It's one of your teammates.
Yeah. You know, when it's an opponent, you're going to take a penalty on it. When it's a teammate, you just feel really bad. And we're going to return to the action with Madeline Bootyfly in a huge hit by Showtime, stopping Bootyfly. And Bootyfly has to reset as well behind number 31, who threw a hand up.
Mace's Spades out on some sort of penalty. I did not see the call.
Power Jam Angel. And she's out the outside. Madeline Bootyfly with that beautiful 5-point grand slam. Racking up the points now, covering over the 300 mark in this score with less than 2 minutes to go.
Madeline Bootyfly getting some great offensive help there from Taylor Swift. Oh, wow.
As their
Spades.
teammates just gasp with excitement, landing that jump.
She came up all aces on that one.
And unfortunately, not landing points on that jump as their bench coach comes out to question and kind of clarify why, maybe. Can't really tell exactly what they're asking.
That was
but
Mesa Spades' initial pass, so not sure what Darth Blaine was looking for there, but I'm sure there was a reason.
all right, 0-0-1. Bad little Jamma against 1-3-8 in the white. Demon Speed.
Demon Speed getting a little bit of help from Mädelweiss, who now bridges. Both packs bridging.
Really nice lateral movement by the Rosebuds, blocking defense there. Number 117, Trooper. Number 360 out there. And number 8, everybody working together to really successfully stop the momentum of Angel City.
And we have a star pass. Nice work there by Mädelweiss to get that initial hit after the star pass, but Dizzy Izzy just so fast. Her acceleration is just mind-boggling.
I think it's also the super awesome turquoise skates Dizzy Izzy has on. They're just catching my eye.
Those are really nice skates. I hadn't noticed those before.
I want to say
but
those look like some bonds. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Hashtag Apple said it. Just kidding. Number 80, Madeline Bootyfly, finishing up with 33 seconds for Angel City against number 2. That's Donut Mess With Me. Has really stepped up for being a matriculated off of a younger tier of Rose Juniors. Now representing the Rose City Rosebuds. So first there was a chicken, then an egg, and then a rose petal and a bud, and then there's a rose, and then guns, and
I suspect it's because they had the Rosebuds initially, and it's a great name, Rosebud. And then they added another level, and that, it's like, oh, we already have the Buds.
Well, in our local league, we went from having 3 home teams to a major travel team, a minor travel team, and a starting team. So, things happen, life changes, and teams and leagues evolve. Trying to evolve into the finish of this game as a win for Angel is Madeline Booty. Booty Fly.
Misdemeanor with the drawback.
Misdemeanor being a fantastic asset to the blocking of the Rosebuds all night. Haven't mentioned their name enough, but definitely seen some work out there. Not enough to stop that Booty Fly from getting out.
Donut Mess With Me following around quickly. Period clock about to
Madeline
run out.
Calls it, but
and Darth Blaine calls an official
it's
review.
We'll see. A timeout was requested by Rose, which means we could have a dispute of the time clock. It looks like what they're asking, but we'll see if coaches are kind of like, all right. Every point counts.
I think we will get one more jam, so.
Yeah, it did seem like the scoreboard had a second and then it disappeared, and now it's back to a 0. So let's let the official people who do this every day tell us what we're doing. Of course, both teams preparing by fielding a full line of skaters. Oh, we got that 1 second mark back up there. It looks like Rosebud's going to get that.
All right.
One more jam.
Mesa Spades getting ready up against Dizzy Izzy.
I really enjoyed Ace of Spades jamming this afternoon. Would like to see where this skater goes. I have a feeling I know. Same with Dizzy Izzy. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely into the adult league somewhere, somehow.
Well, it's like nobody's talking about how much the adult league is going to change in the next 10 years as these skaters. I mean, I already see it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's phenomenal seeing these young skaters coming up.
Oh, yeah. Dizzy Izzy up the outside, immediate lead jammer status.
All the benefits of experience, all the benefits of youth. Oh, yes. It's amazing.
Ooh. But a tough hit in there with number 17. Tara going to be taken to the penalty box on that one. Trooper, excuse me. And still to get out on their initial pass, Rose's jammer as Dizzy Izzy. 5 in the sky for Angel.
Mesa Spade still pushing on that front. Oh,
You know, and at this
big
point,
hit.
Angel can call the jam. They're well ahead, but it just doesn't seem like it's even a thought. Dizzy Izzy's like, I'm getting every point there ever was.
And Mesa Spade's out on a track cut.
Yeah,
We have a
and
diet pack.
coaches are saying, yeah, you're going to play this game until it comes to an end.
Well, you know, Rose wanted this additional second this last jam.
Oh, they got it.
And they are getting it all right. Oh, are they getting it? 15 points already.
Oh, and racking them up still with 54 seconds to go. That's at least another lap or two.
Yeah.
Easily.
If your goal was to help your point differential with that timeout, not so much on this one. Oh, Big Bang Fury heading to the box. I'll see you later. Nice force out.
Dizzy Izzy kind of just looking, going, I'm not even going to fight this. I'm going to take my points, stay in the track, and let this play out. Final game for the Angel City Junior Derby. A successful win with Dizzy Izzy calling that end as the scoreboard ticked down. The unofficial score showing a win for Angel. Of course, we're going to respectfully wait for the officials to give us a final score. We hope you've enjoyed this game as much as we have announcing it for you out there in the internet world. Please hashtag BigO2018 with all of your information about how you watch the Big O at home, at work.
And there is our official final. The A-listers 336, the Rosebuds 192. Both teams playing a great bout today. Lots of energy, nice, clean, great skill on both sides.
That's right, and don't forget, you're going to see some of these skaters, definitely at least one from each team, on the Big O MVP game for the junior co-ed section. That's going to be starting at 8 o'clock on track 1. I'll be there on the house mic. We hope you've enjoyed your 2018 end of track 3. I'm Apple Bottoms Up.
I'm Puns and Roses.
Until next time, friends.
Thank you very much.